So you start with going to the app, which you can find in your phone. It would be a logo like this, Plan2Mine. You tap on it, and then you get this initial page of the app. You can register. You simply click on register. You agree to the terms of conditions, terms of policy, and thereafter you put your username. In this case, I'm gonna put Guru1, and I'm gonna put my email address, GURMWT. And then you put a simple password. In this case, I put 12345. So first you create the mine profile, in which you need the name of the mine. In here I will just put test mine 1. Thereafter you choose if it's a surface operation or an underground operation, or an operation in which you have both surface and underground operations. So let's pick surface operation, and then because the surface operation is going to be open pit, but generally if you have underground operation, then you can select the different mining methods which are available here. Then you need to give the ore type. This is useful for other modules that we'll be working for. Here you can put a simple ore type. For example, if you have an iron ore mine, you can just put iron ore. If you have polymetallic deposits, or if you have copper deposit, you can put that, or all the polymetallic deposits that you have, you can put that. Or if it's coal mines, then you can put coal. In the mine location, you can either put the entire location, or you can just put the country in which the mine is located. I've put Sweden here because the app has been developed in Sweden. Once you have your registration, then you can just simply put the username that you had along with the password, and then you sign in. Now you are inside the app. Once you're inside the app, you will see a number of things. On the left hand side, if you go and click, you will see the mine profile that you just entered, and then you can use the back button to go back again. And then there are some other buttons that you can use here. You can log out. You can also share some of the scenarios that you will run in the future. So let's create a scenario. Creating a new scenario. Click on new scenario. It's a surface operation, underground operation. It's asked again in the app. So let's pick surface. And then you have these different modules that you can work with: drilling, charging and blasting, loading and haulage, mine support, and other auxiliary activities such as ventilation, etc. In here, the loading and haulage module is the one that's operational in our beta version, but we are also working with other modules. And if you would like for us to develop these modules for a specific mine, we can provide this service. So just click run scenario, and then you have the different combinations of loading that can be done in an open pit mine: shovel dumper combination, wheel loader, loader truck combination, continuous miner truck combination, drag line, bucket full excavators, along with conveyors or trains, and continuous miner with conveyors. So here we select shovel dumper combination, and then we go next. Now you get a bunch of input data that you have to put in. You can put some approximate values of what you know the values are right now for your machine, for the given phase condition and for the given dump distance. Cycle time here represents the cycle time it takes for the shovel to completely fill the dumper. So let's put a cycle time of, let's say, 3 minutes, which could be a bit more for some mines, but for some mines, if it's a difficult phase situation, then you need more time to fill the dumper. Again, capacity, what's needed here is you put the capacity of the shovel in meter cube. I've put a simple 8, so it's a shovel with a capacity of 8 meter cube. And then you have to select a fill factor. Now you know that fill factor can be changed, and you can put some approximate number. If you had a good blast, then you can have a high fill factor because the fragmentation is relatively alright. If you had a bad blast, then you might have low fill factor. If you have material which has issues, then you also can have different fill factors. I'm going to put a fill factor of 1.2 here, and that should be more or less average. For some of the operations that I have worked with. Availability, in that case, what's the availability of the shovel here? And I'm going to put availability of 90%. This is a ideal case, let's say, but sometimes you will have shovel with less availability. Again, utilization, again, I'm going to put it a high number for now, 86%. Thereafter, it asks for the bulk density of the material. So I'm going to put a bulk density of 4.6. Let's call it a magnetite ore. You can put the bulk density depending on what densities do you use. If you have different densities for different benches or for different blasts, you can also use that. It will optimize the process. In the loading mode, you can select different loading modes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 4 loading modes that is available here, and what they really represent are how the shovel and dumper position is. You can go on help and you can scroll down and see the loading modes. So for swing angle of 45, the loading mode is 1. For swing angle of 90, it's 2, and so on and so forth. Again, you can just click on it and this will close, and I've put a loading mode of 1 here. Now you have 2 parameters here, N and M. N represents the number of passes it takes for the shovel to completely fill a dumper, and I'm going to put this to be 3, which is optimal. But if you have a different shovel dumper combination, you can have more passes or even less passes. And M represents the number of tugs that's loaded in an hour. These 2 parameters are required to get the shovel dumper productivity, which is different from shovel productivity. So I'm going to put a number 5 here. Thereafter you go next, and then you get this result of loading and for the given scenario.